Welcome, beautiful, divine masculine and feminine darlings. This is the Seraph Gem Gypsy, SeraFae Indigo Empress, and Shiloh Horizon. I don't plan to be here for too long. You know what I need though? Some sunglasses. But I do have a little reading to share. This Grand Rising, I just got up, did a bit of photography. I'm about to pack a bowl. There's Daddy Longlegs over here. And oh, there's a crystal in my pocket. I didn't realize that was there. This is actinolite. Where am I in the camera? There we go. This is actinolite. Let me go grab the laptop because I heard some music mediumship. Let me go grab my shea butter and some sunglasses. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm here. It was much hotter in the sun than I anticipated initially. But let's see. Also, I did grab some coconut water while I was in there. Please remember to hydrate. Coconut water is a great tool for electrolyte reboosting. Water is great, but coconut water has some things in it that regular water doesn't. So if you need a boost of hydration, or you're looking just, meaning if you're dehydrated, right, and you're looking to rehydrate really quickly, having a bit of coconut water on top of your regular water will help you. I find that it helps rehydrate the system faster. It does a better job of doing so because it has the electrolytes and things in it that water regularly does not on its own. But I think the combination of that also makes the regeneration, the cellular flush, much faster, just based on observation and experience. So I have a few songs to share. I'll grind up this bowl and shuffle these cards out. Let's do this one. Whoops. First. what that was. Let's try that one. So this one I played yesterday. This is a new one by Ed Sheeran. It's called Sapphire. I have been hearing this too. I woke up with this again. Not the only one I woke up with out of a dream prophecy, but nonetheless. Karmics are angry, picking it up. Okay.
You're glowing, you color and fracture the light. You can't help but shine. And I know that you carry the world on your back. But look at you tonight. The lights, your face, your eyes, exploding like fireworks in the sky. So touching on my body while you're pushing on me. Want you in the party, I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, or the baby won't sleep. Drama, 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 kiss a dirty body. Touching on my body while you're pushing on me. Want you in the party, I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, or the baby won't sleep. Drama, 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 kiss a dirty body. Look what we found. Karma reached out into our hearts and pulled us to our feet. And you know the truth is, we could disappear anywhere as long as I got you there. When the sun rises till the day shines, when I'm with you, it's not enough time. You are my spring flower, watching you bloom wild. We are surrounded, but I can only see the light. Your face, your eyes, exploding like fireworks in the sky. Body, why you pushing on me? Put you in the party, I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, or the baby won't sleep. Drama, 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 kiss it, body, body.
Sapphire!
Body, why you pushing on me? Put you in the party, I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, or the baby won't sleep. Drama, 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 kiss it, body, body. You glow,
8:22.
you color and fracture the light. Look at you
Cheers.
tonight.
Okay, I heard that one. I also heard the term creme de la creme, which was divine masculine speaking about divine feminine being creme de la creme, which means the best person or thing of a particular kind. If you are creme de la creme, it means you are a top tier, top shelf person. It means you are very high quality, if not the very best quality that is possibly available. Creme de la creme. It's the very best of the best. This is the first song that I woke up hearing. I'm going to finish shuffling out these cards, but I will let this play. This is the one that I woke up coming out of the dream prophecy with, and as I was getting up, I heard a few more right in a row in succession, but this was the very first one that as I was coming out of a lucid dream, I heard. This is Perfect Strangers by Jonas Blue and J.P. Cooper. Cheers.
You
pretty stream down there. The stream. Oh, wow. There's a monarch butterfly. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a monarch butterfly dancing in between that tree right there. It's yellow. Solar plexus sacral energy. How pretty is that stream down there? Where am I? Here. So pretty. My little creek. You can hear the spring peepers, the frogs in there when they come through. It's very relaxing. A spider I see and a fly just landed right in front of me. If you're going through a difficult time right now, it's not that there's not light within you. Your shadows are just hiding the light. If you're feeling like you're going through a heavy situation, this is for my light workers. Because let's be real, these karmic demons don't have any light at all. It's why they keep trying to siphon ours. 12:34 on the clock, on the count rather. It's just a difficult situation, making things look, you hear those chipmunks, and feel dark. But that does not mean, I heard that your light isn't glowing from the inside. It just means that they tried to coat you in mud, right? Imagine like this, I see this glowing ball, and a karmic, these shadow people, they don't like the glow. They're jealous of it. It scares them, whatever the case may be. So they try to hide it. They don't know how else to hide it, but there's a bumblebee right next to this camera. They don't know how else to hide it but to cover it up. And they don't know how else to cover up this big glowing ball but then to just throw mud at it. And that's what they've been doing, flinging dirt like the low-life pigs that they are. And we don't cast our pearls to swine, okay? The jewels. We don't send the jewels down to the pigs. They won't ever respect, understand the value, or appreciate them. That could be even just simply gems of wisdom right over their head. We don't wrestle around in the mud with pigs who are behaving like that because they like it. The pigs like the mud, but we both get dirty, and that's not what we're looking for. So they try to coat us in mud because they don't know how else to hide our light. This is like somebody trying to get away from a bee, a bumblebee, by jumping in a lake and hiding underneath the water. Little chipmunk. I don't know if you saw him, but... Or this would be like, if you've ever heard, there's a bumblebee over there on that leaf too, the green leaf. if you've ever heard of a soldier trying to cover their scent, they'll rub mud all over themselves. Or there's a reference also of a dog losing someone's scent once it crosses a body of water. Once the person crosses a stream or a lake, the scent can be lost. And so this is basically the equivalent of what they were trying to do, but they don't know how else to. My hair can't wash you, you're already clean, and if I wash you, that'll just wipe the mud that I tried to throw at you away, right? And so they don't know how else to conceal this ball of light that we are, but by throwing dirt. The mud flingers. No. Hold on, I need my sunglasses, it's so bright. Everyone you meet is another part of you that wants to be loved. Not everybody. Yes, one love. But remember that not everybody is that, nor do they want to be that. Some people are dark energies just hitching a ride on earth in a spiritual body. In a physical body, rather. Challenge yourself to be stronger than your challenges. And so they chose to try to become challenges, in our lives, to create challenges. They chose to try to challenge us. They chose to try to become challengers instead of minding their own business and challenging themselves. And look, everything you want is on the other side of the unknown. So whatever you were afraid of, I'm picking up for like divine masculine. If you were afraid that divine feminine would say no or reject you, what you want is her love. So on the other side of you feeling like she won't accept your love or reciprocate your love is you giving her your love and her reciprocating it. Because that's also what she wants. But if you're afraid to reach out and give it, then, well, she has nothing to accept. She has no offer to accept, does she? Not from you. I will say, though, that you should understand that I'm sure a number of the divine masculines either have options, have had options. Divine masculine says they're not options. Just because somebody wants me doesn't mean they're qualified to be with me or I want them back. Exactly. But see, that's the thing for divine feminine as well. And also, like I was saying, while I know that there have been people circling, he said, like vultures. I know that there have been vultures around my divine feminine. I can feel it. I can feel it, them trying to vie for her attention. I can feel them trying to compete with me. I can feel them trying to step on my toes and take my place before I can even get there or finish coming through. 1822, he says, that's not happening. I'm willing to fight for her because she's worth the fight. And she wouldn't put me in a position to make me fight. It's not a competition for her. I hear, hold on. Yep. I also hear Symphony by Zara Larsson. Right. He says, I don't want any of those other options, and I know I'm the best one for you, so I'm coming through. I hear Come Through by Russ. But yeah, Symphony by Zara Larsson again. And then also yesterday I picked up a download. It was really on towards a divine feminine. It won't just be for some, but there was a divine feminine energy shutting down and either wondering if divine masculine was messing with other people or kind of maybe a similar thing, like keeping to herself, because if she doesn't put herself out there, at least she can't be hurt again or by him or just in general, right, by another person. But in this case, divine masculine, right? Because I hear this. If I care for you more than I've cared about anybody else, if I love you more than I've ever loved anybody, and other people hurt me, even though I cared about them or for them less, that means that you have the potential to hurt me more than any of the others did. Like, I love you more deeply, so you can hurt me more deeply. And so it creates this predisposition of anxiety and fear, but you cannot base how other people treated you, pardon the neighbors, based on, you cannot base how someone might treat you based on how other people have. Yes, when you notice certain red flags and things like that, like when you notice narcissistic patterns, it's pretty similar across the board, and that's a different story. But just because a karmic mistreated you, just because a Judas, a Jezebel, sometimes I call them Judabels, non-gender specific, just because a Jezebel or Judas energy mistreated you does not mean a divine counterpart will. In fact, hello, love. The karmic connections are typically lesson points. They teach us what we either didn't know to notice as red flags before, that we won't miss next time. They teach us what we need in a relationship that we either didn't get or didn't ask for or didn't know we needed in a toxic situation. And we know after those situations what we will never tolerate again. So we know what we were neglected on in a relationship and what we will expect on the next one, in the next one, and we know what was unacceptable and unnecessary and what we won't tolerate. It's a raising of standards. We're not starting from scratch, we're starting from experience. Those are building blocks. Painful lessons nonetheless sometimes, but now we see and know. Creates wisdom, my loves. So there was this, and so for this divine feminine energy, like shutting down, feeling like, well, maybe divine masculine might not want me, or maybe he's with somebody else, or whatever the case may be. It was also, it was coming from a place of fear of rejection or fear of abandonment or hurt, because it wasn't, you don't want him. She's like, the energy was like, I'll be fine by my own, by myself, you know, I don't, well, whatever, I don't need him. And if he's dealing with other, two monarch butterflies. Do you see the butterflies? The two monarchs, look. They're chasing each other. They're dancing, sky dancers. Told you, I saw one earlier, now there were two. See? Divine Feminine's like, I'll be fine on my own. You know, just in case he's with somebody else, like, I don't need him. Or just in case he abandons me or doesn't want me, or there's a potential of rejection, like, whatever, I don't need him. No. She does want him, but he wants her too. It's not that she doesn't want him. It's not that she wants to be alone. It's that she just doesn't want to be hurt again. So it was a moment of like checking the divine feminine energy. Like, girl, you don't not want this love. You're just afraid it won't actually come through. Stop that. Don't self-sabotage. Love you. Yeah, see, look what's at the bottom of this. Faith. Okay, the situation needs your full trust. There's a divine reason behind this experience. Your spirit guides are leading you in the right direction, also towards healing. This is not a person who's going to hurt you. This connection, this love will help heal, in fact. And also there is a reference of finances. Your finances are healing quickly. Continue to do what's best, to do the right thing, and you will see great results. You have gained the energy that you need. So these vampires cannot and do not have the capacity that they did once before, even just perceptionally. Can I get a few in regards to money advice for Divine Masculine? Clever. He's smart. Use your skills. Use your talents and your gifts. I just picked up a download too, something about clever. It's like offering to work with Divine Feminine in some cases for some of them, or to work on a project with them, or I just heard opener, icebreaker. Like, he may well, in fact, he does. He knows full well he wants a full-out relationship with her, but, and he's not hiding that. He won't be hiding that, but it's like, the live tried to crash. The live tried to crash. I'm here. Battery died. Interestingly. So while I was coming inside, this money deck fell out. Let's see what's here. Bothered. I'm only going to pull the cards that fell up. Talented. So the message that I was reading on when the battery died was for Divine Masculine, you know, use your skills and talents. I just heard vocals. Could be communication for him, right? This will bring blessings. Look, enterprise, shopping. Okay. So I just got a flash of Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine working in some kind of business collaboration. Also, maybe they like to shop together. Like something about picking outfits out together. And also they like getting like couples outfits or matching. I love that. That's really cute. Okay, attention, right? Attention and discovery. Attention and discovery. And so he's, oh, okay, I hear that. I heard that yesterday too, Fendi Bucket. Taking the leap of faith on Divine Feminine. Reaching out, communication. Ah, see, there it is, just do it. Whether it's, hey, I really like you, I'd like to spend some time with you. Hey, let's go out on a date. You know, would you like to go do this with me? I'd love it if you'd come, you know, spend some time with me, or I'd love to come spend some time with you. Hey, there's this project that I was thinking about. I think we would be perfect to work on it together. Will you collaborate with me on, see, will you collaborate on this with me? He says it is a good opener and icebreaker, and it doesn't need to be that, and it will quickly spiral into whatever it's meant to be in the best way. Determination, mentor. This Divine Masculine, I heard something yesterday where Divine Masculine said he felt like on levels Divine Feminine was more spiritually advanced than him, or she had had more time and experience, see skills under her belt comprehending this side of things, but he had certain things more resolved, figured out, grounded into the physical 3D. Lucky you. I just heard Lucky Me by, was that maybe Morgan St. John? Lucky me must be my energy. It's not luck, it's about alignment, and there's communication. So if you reach out with this communication, Divine Masculine, you will have a whole honeypot of good luck. The sweet joy of success for yourself. Ooh, and the offer, the option, the accepted option of the offer of travel. So Divine Feminine says, okay, come spend time with me. Or she says, okay, I'll come spend time with you. Even if you or she has to step away from other people to do this. Other people who do not mean you any well, right? Because the security comes from this divine partnership. Comes from divine alignment, not listening to the naysayers who are letting the little devil whispering on their shoulders speak through them. Marketing. This could be working together. Promoting each other even. Or he says something about him promoting her. Maybe he does promotions. Maybe he's a promoter. Oops. Okay, so those were, oh, that's so funny. Magic. I just was putting these away and a few cards flipped out. Perspective and mainstream. So this is the Divine Feminine who, like he said, has made some kind of spiritual calling her. He says she's so advanced, right? So she's bringing something that's more foreign to the wider public. Also, she sees things, even just general human dynamics, through a much broader lens and perspective. She's able to see things others don't. He says something about shopping. He says, I want to take her shopping. You know what I've been hearing on and off for a few months? It was a Divine Masculine. It was a few weeks ago. Saying something, it wasn't degrading. he wasn't seeing, he sees her for who she is, this beautiful person worthy of love and respect, and she's smart and clever and creative, also like assets. He sees her as an asset. She's funny, he says. She makes good choices and has good discernment. She's a skilled writer. But he says, you know, she's beautiful. I just want to dress her up. This is a masculine who maybe he likes to shop, or maybe he likes fashion or something, and he wanted to, he was saying something about dressing his little ballerina, or his little, what was it? I want to dress her up like my little Barbie. It was so cute. See, there's another gamble card, okay? Because he wants to take his shot. Now, I heard Fendi Bucket yesterday. He says, it's not your fault, it's his fault. I can't get pissed off when you have a poker face. I've got to let the chips fall, but I'm not folding, baby. I've still got cards. I'm holding, baby. Shopping sprees, and I'm rocking Creed, and I've got my arms wide open, baby. Yeah, just split the deck again. Just do it. Like Nike swoosh. Just do it. Okay. So Divine Feminine has just chosen to be her honest, open, alluring self. Working smart gets the work done. Focus on basics. Sometimes you need to keep it simply. So rather than overthink, just shoot your shot, love. What do you want? Just be honest, right? Rather than try to gauge what she might say and how you need to respond, what do you want? God hears your genuine heart. That's funny, look. Others' opinions is at the bottom, so that's being dismissed, but at the top, it's on. Crowning energy, right? Even if there are other people vying for her attention, I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to, I'm better. No, it might not be that she's wanting to move on, but if he's just sitting there silently and keeping her in limbo, not communicating, right, maybe telepathically, but not actually coming through, eventually she's going to leave, get sick of that. It's like game playing. You know, there are also lots of karmic people who do try to play with those spiritual gifts and gaslight and string along and what have you. So when we see people doing that, it unfortunately leaves less room for the genuine people to have, like, because other people have wasted so much time and space, the reaction time and cutting people off the second she sees they're wasting time playing games, dilly-dallying, not coming through, is much shorter and faster. So you don't have the amount of time to dilly-dally and I hear dick around like people before you did, because she used those people as lessons. Now she recognizes what it looks like when somebody's wasting time or has the potential to, so she's already kind of steered in a different direction. So if you don't want her to step away for any reason, let alone because she thinks you're not interested or because you're showing her you're not, right? Not even just by like, what are you doing that might make her feel like you're not interested, but what are you not doing? Are you actually communicating? Are you putting the same time and effort into the connection, or are you putting the time and effort into building the connection that you should or could? Or are you sitting back and playing subliminal games, mind games, trying to post things on the internet hoping it'll get somebody's attention? Don't do that. Pick up the phone and go talk. 3522. Gets old fast, right? And Divine Feminine says, I'm leaving. I'm not going to stick around for that because I've seen people waste years doing that. I'm not tolerating it anymore. I'm single. I don't know if, hold on. Yeah, still listening. Divine Masculine said, look, Divine Masculine said, stop that. No. Will you listen to me? Divine Feminine says, I'm still listening. But it seemed like you were dating somebody. Maybe he posted something, or she heard something, heard you were dating somebody. Is it true? And so if he either made it seem like he was dating somebody, or I just heard he could have posted his sister and not explained that it was his sister. But if Divine Feminine thinks, oh, well, maybe that's his girlfriend, she's not going to cross that boundary or step on that threshold. If it looks like he's dating somebody, or he has a chick living in the house with him, Divine Feminine, no good Divine Feminine is going to deal with that, okay? So maybe he's used to people being open to that, and then being confused as to why, when he's exhibiting signs of maybe not being single, she's pulling away or falling back. But maybe that's why. Somebody says, good woman. Yeah, well, you need to be a good man and match that. He says, I'm single too. I'm not attached to anybody. This particular masculine I'm picking up on. This is also why he wants to spoil her in my dreams. He may have actually had some dreams about her too. In fact, I know he did, because the first song that I came out of this dream prophecy with was a love song between them. You're so special. He says, I don't want anyone else. I could never replace you anyway. Mother wounds, the future. Something about parental healing. I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me. Never know where I really stand with you. But they both want each other. I feel lost without you. Feeling lost. Anything else? Divine Masculine says, I'm so sorry I did that to you. I'm so sorry that I made you feel that way. He says, it's not right or fair. You're right. I should have been putting in the time and effort in communication instead of subliminal posting to try to get your attention. That's not fair. Also, that's pretty hurtful, especially if that's how other people played games. I don't want to be like them. Now I see why you pulled back. You saw the red flags again. This is at the bottom. Okay, he says the honest communication helps. That's why it's important. No subliminal bullshit, please. Also, you need to step out of the telepathy. That's not fair either. I've seen it before. Certain people get so, they think it's so cool that their partner's so gifted, and so, you know, they should just always be able to expect the telepathy and the gifts. And no, you need to have a real conversation. Otherwise, where the heck is the relationship? It can be one aspect of it, but that's the spiritual side of it. You cannot neglect the mind or the body aspect of it. Or having real genuine connection and conversation, and not doing so, that would be a mind game. So that's 2 for 2 on the negative, and that's not good for a human. It's especially the stress that can come from that. So that's not good for the body. Like a triangle, the Trinity, yeah. When you pull, if it's a perfectly even triangle, when you pull one side of it way off, it skews the other sides too. So if you neglect your mind, your body and your spirit suffer. And if you spin that around, no matter which way you spin it, it's the same. If you neglect your spirit, your body and your mind suffer. If you neglect your body, your mind and your spirit suffer, etc., and so on and so forth. You cannot mistreat or neglect any of those and expect things to be balanced or functional. It's like ripping the bottom tier of a foundation or the bricks at the bottom of a building out and expecting the whole building to still stay upright. No, the foundation sets the tone for the whole structure. So if she's already seeing those red flags off the cuff, then, well, I guess that's a flop in advance, isn't it? Seems like it. Yeah. The truth is coming out, though. Okay, can I get a few for these silly karmic energies that we were picking up on over the week? Karma has them now. Either it's a water sign, somebody connected to a water sign, or they're definitely stuck in their feelings. Air sign, or their head for trying to target an air sign. Possibly no negative energy or weapon formed against will prosper. It's backfired on them, though, because we chose to let it flow and let it go, let it go and let it flow, and stay hot and let them rot. And we are. Yep, keep sitting unbothered. Freeze them. They're being stagnated. They're stuck. The divine is watching, and we're safe. I'm guarded. Okay. A couple more. They're big mad. Yeah, we know that. Call back your energy, and now call all of my power back to me in all directions of infinite time and space, across all realms and dimensions in this life and any others. Also several cords of connection that do not serve me or hinder me from my highest self and growth from this life or any others. Vows of any kind that were made that are unkind and unnecessary now. Vows of celibacy, vows of poverty, or anything in between. Thank you, love you, amen. They want to be you. We know that. Copycat energy. Trying to block your progress. No, it's not working. And if they did create issues that had to be dealt with, where schedules had to be readjusted, things are being balanced and caught up with. Forgive, but don't forget. You know, like, I forgive you for being a clown, but I'm not going to forget the fact that you caused problems that you weren't the one to have to fix. I was, and you're going to have to pay the penalty for it, whether it be legally, financially, or spiritually, or a combination of such. But yeah, that's your personal pickle, not mine. Have it back. Ah, see, in these nasty karmic energies, your cruel and evil eyes and wicked smirk are a reflection of your spirit. That's why all their evil eyes went blind. Tell me about that. Tell me about the eyes. Flex on that hoe. I know who you're talking about. Don't worry. Wow, did you see that just fly out? Crazy pants. Your eyes are a reflection of your spirit. Yeah. Like how they glare and get all glazed over and dark and demonic and evil while threatening a cat. Threatening to abuse a cat on a live public stream. And then smiling after you do it because you feel a power trip and you feel like, I don't know, what even is that? Toxic, that's all. Can't even. Yuck. That's why they're getting their booties whooped. And also, every time that they run their mouth about me or you, well, it's getting them worse karma. Because part of their lesson is to stop word witching. That's black magic. They don't have to like the truth, but they're running their gums like that is slander. And that's a crime, spiritually and otherwise. 4422. But that's their issue. We're manifesting good karma. And fear no bitch. See? And everything that they're trying to send out at us is punching them back in the face. Yeah, see? They didn't stop being evil or throwing hatred or having those foul, erroneous opinions. They just kept sending nasty energy and then wondering why. Jealous, too. Eyeing your drip. Because they're energy vampires. They tried. Yeah, see? Some of them even try to call demons. If they're, in some cases, that's why the dark energy was apparent in their eyes. If they're not simply just being influenced by demons, these are people who thought it was appropriate to call on them. And I saw the possession in their eyeballs. But I'm a demon slayer, baby. A narcissist slayer. A vampire slayer. You're no match for me. See another deck, hold on. This one? I think it's this one. Look what just flew out in my hand while I was shuffling them. What's behind it? There's something behind it. Yeah. See, everybody can see. That Crazy K is crazy. Stay humble and let them crumble. Because that's the energy I was picking up on. Evil eyes, wicked smile. And God did too. In fact, I stuffed that card back in the deck and it flew out. Again, you saw it fly out onto the table. I'm safe. Turn intent back to sender. Yeah, it's all going back. Flex on that hoe. Universe is guiding you away from these toxic energies. Let me split the deck a couple of times. They're vampire trying to feed off of you. But you're safe and protected, so don't worry. So am I. Oh, that wanted to come out. Every evil eye focused on you went blind. That wants to, hold on. Come out too. Yep, the truth is coming out. There's a water, very emotional, imbalanced energy here. Evil eyes don't blink. They're trying to send harm. Yeah, it's Sagittarius. Over emotional Sagittarius. Impulsive, reckless. Running their rotten gob. But I'm going to keep flexing. Uno reverse. Yeah, because God's got me. And light workers who align. Tell me. Oh, that's so funny that just came out. Well, don't worry, I will. Keep reminding them of how fantastic you are. Your high energy pisses them off. I know. Toxic people. Also the fake support card. Some of them have been coming on with fake accounts lately. You've seen the troll accounts, but something that some of them don't realize that I know that they're doing is coming through from fake accounts and pretending to be fans now. Like pretending to be nice. If not for, sometimes they do it for a comment or two and then they get nasty. It's like they can't even help themselves or restrain themselves. But sometimes what I've seen is these people, I know that there are other people, actual positive people coming through to defend, even from quiet accounts. But some of these karmics are doing that thing where it's either a long con, they're trying to build up a so-called rapport by being fake nice through an account. That just like when they leave one nice comment and then immediately leave a nasty one after that, trying to build up our rapport and then flip it. I don't know if they're trying to break people down or confuse people or I don't know what it is, but it doesn't really matter. It's just attempted psyop, warfare, gaslighting nonsense. It's not relevant. However, in other cases, it's just about trying to be there, hold space. In some cases, they really do realize they messed up and they wish that they could come back through and they know that they can't actually, they're not going to be accepted, so they're trying to be through fake accounts. If you didn't think I knew that that's what you were doing, you're wrong. Not everybody's doing that, but there were a few I noticed. Don't worry, I will. Keep reminding them how fantastic you are. Oh, inboxing your followers to try to turn them against you. And Adonis told me that last night, actually. That some of these losers, it was actually an account that had Crazy K in the title. They went over to his account and they were harassing his comment section and trying to trash talk and slander me in his comment section. So they're absolutely going around and lying about me and slandering me to other people because I have other people coming back and telling me that that's what they're doing now, which we've known that. This card has come out for months since this all started coming up. They've been doing this for a while, but they got really cocky and they ran their mouth to some of my biggest supporters and they came back to tell me about it. You got too bold and you done goofed. Yeah. See? Well, that backfired. how gifted or spiritual you are if you didn't even have the discernment, first of all, not to do that. And if you were going to the right people. Stupid. They got scammed trying to do spiritual work on you. That's because the divine doesn't support them. They're not supposed to be doing that. And so what they're doing is not universally okay. It's not kosher. And so it doesn't matter what practitioner they go to. That practitioner is going to catch hell for it too. If anybody decides to hop on that bandwagon, they're fucked. Ooh. See, and they try to laugh and joke and mock and point fun, but it's only out of jealousy. It's immature. They're just exposing what they like about you or what bothers them about you, what they don't like that other people like about you. Yeah, on a mission to turn others against you. Can you imagine where they'd be in life if they spent more time trying to be enjoyable or likable people instead of trying to make themselves look less atrocious by trying to make others look bad? Can you imagine wasting your life trying to make yourself look good by trying to make people look bad? You're not a good person. You don't look good. You don't even know how to mind your own business or sit on your hands. Toodles. Like hate tweets against you petty birds, but it's not working. It's backfiring. The only people, Lassie, the only people who are falling for it are other toxic people, and we don't care about them. Yeah. See, because they keep manifesting negative karma by trying to do nasty things to us. They don't understand that that's exactly what they're calling back into their own life. Look, there it is. Sending hate emails. No. You're talented and they're not. That's why they're jealous. They're all up in their head because they feel like you one-upped them. So any retaliative tactics or any attempted bullying, it's just out of jealousy. Whatever beef you think you've got with God, it's not about me. You're the copy and I'm the OG. They try to convince people that there's something they're not, right? Try to take our place. Smile in my face. Whole time they want to take my place. Yeah, well, you can't compete where you don't compare, babe. And never will. Like, see, they tried to one-up, but they already feel like they lost. Spying on your family. And if it's not your family, it's your soul family, right? Trying to go to followers and things like that. Or it's your family doing the spying. They don't know how to communicate in a healthy way. So they just try to gaslight instead. But they're being blocked. It's being blocked. They're all being blocked for your protection. And mine. They're trying to block your money flow, but that's also backfiring onto them. Look, I just split the deck again. They're lacking in abundance, and that's why. You're lacking in abundance and will continue to. Ooh, see, worse and worse and worse because everything you're sending out is coming back to you. Stop being nasty, and maybe the universe would stop trying to fuck you up the ass. I don't like the way my day's going, so I'm going to go bully the light worker. Well, bitch, your day sucks because you're trying to be a bully. Learn your lesson. 5422. I suggest you touch your toes, kiss the floor, and bend over. Buckle up. It's just going to hurt. No lube. Because that's what you wanted for other people. You wanted to just rape through their lives like rhinoceroses tearing down the forest. Destructive. But then you don't like when the universe gives it right back to you and starts tearing your life apart from the inside out. Come on now. You should know better than that, especially if you're going to try to recruit anybody, let alone spiritual practitioners or play with magic yourself. You should comprehend the first basic couple of laws of quantum realm, don't you think? Cool. Sounds like spiritual prison for you. And guess what? They don't like your type of people. Ooh, they don't like your type of people in prison. Yeah. They don't. And so you think that the spiritual crimes are tolerated either? On the same level or equivalent? Pfft, no. Bend over, touch your toes, don't drop the soap. In fact, you better hope they let you use that shit as lube, loser. Alrighty then. Mad because you pay them no mind. Yeah, see, they just sit there and run their mouth, either on their posts or trying to do it about us on other people's. No, you salty karmics. I've got 2 giant Himalayan salt lamps right over there. They want us to be spooked because they are. No, I'm not. Do I sound scared to you? Hater looking to pick a fight with you. No, that's why I just sternly called it out. Copycat energy. They claim they did it first, knowing damn well they got inspired by you. Exactly. And even the timestamps show that. Shows that we outdate them. We were here before them, and they didn't have anything to copy until they found us to copy. On top of that, some of these people have been claiming that they were the originators of certain things when they didn't even have accounts when we created what they're copying. Meaning, we were already here, I was already here with an account, posting what I was posting, and it was years before these people ever had social media accounts. And all of a sudden, they create social media accounts and claim, as they're copying things that existed before they had social media accounts, that it was theirs first. It doesn't make sense. How can you claim when your accounts didn't exist that you were the originator of something that already existed on someone else's account that was created before you had one? Crazy K, enough. Yeah, it's not working. Trying hard to lower your self-esteem. And I mentioned this to the police in the last conversation. It's just some kind of personality disorder. They don't know how to be themselves, which is why they copy and try to control and try to bully, try to lie and think that they're right when they're not, or convince people they're right when they know they're not. Yeah, well, guess what? This is not the type of attention that you want. Here she says, yes, it is, because bad attention's still attention and I can spin it. No, you can't. Not when the facts prove that you're lying, and a federal lawsuit's not going to look very good for you in a minute. See? I could try to play the victim and spin it, and no. Not when you're dealing with a truth-telling whistleblower who rips lies to shreds as part of my purpose. Indigo child. That's not a term I made up as part of my spiritual calling and my soul essence color. In fact, it's a real thing. And one of the things that I do is I see where there are discrepancies. When something is not true, my gut jumps, something's screaming. I see the holes in your story, and my brain will go around them and around them and around them in circles until I either figure out what pieces of information are missing or exactly where the fuck you lied. That's also what I do as an ENFP. It's part of my personality typing on the Myers-Briggs scale. Yeah, I'm confused as to that too. Also, you know that Spoons song that keeps coming up on my feed the last couple weeks? Maybe it's because you've been on here. But if it's not you, then it's him on my feed, because his music keeps popping up and I don't listen to it. Just so you know. This is also why I speak on this. These karmics don't want this type of attention. This is the type of information that when it comes out, it destroys people and their reputations. Okay, got it. You own the website first. Yeah. How curious to how a millionaire would need to copy and steal content that was made for him by you to build his band. Yeah, well, sounds like he lacked creativity or used you as a muse. Gotcha. I just wanted to tell you, it's like 3 times over the last 2 weeks that it's popped up, and I thought maybe it was you from your stuff popping up, but I also know that sometimes those people stalk you and like who you watch, so I just wanted to let you know. Either way. Yep, that's who it was. I think it was that one song too that you sent me a couple of years ago. Okay, so they have been trying to send if it's not physical gaslighting, it's dark thoughts, right? Like they want you to feel defeated, or they want you to feel scared, or they want you to feel like they're laughing at you and you should feel sad, and not be able to see that they're only trying to laugh because that's how they feel. They feel sad. and they're trying to flip the script or make themselves feel better. Really, they're trying to gaslight themselves, but they need you to believe it in order for them to be able to sit in it. When you dismiss their attempt at gaslighting, you shatter the delusion they're trying to sit in to keep themselves comfortable. I refuse to make myself smaller or dim my light just to make someone else feel more comfortable. You can learn to shine more brightly or get the fuck out of my face. Thank you. And so whether this is people calling for prayers, whether this is people pulling out crystals, whether, speaking of, let's look up actinolame. Whether this is people, whatever it might be, whatever healing and protection energy, this could be burning sage for somebody even. It could be anything. But that's why I speak on it. It's not for the karmic's attention. It's not to give them attention. It's to educate, to let my light workers know what's going on. And also so the soul family that has been keeping an eye on things knows what's up. As well as the authorities, because I know for a fact that I have government agencies watching me. I've sent the information to the feds, and then also the police have asked for my content, my YouTube, my information, so that they could come check on the crimes and harassments that were being left here. So while you think you're doing something, karmics, you need to know that there are local authorities watching you cause problems, because they asked for my information to my videos here so that they could see what you were doing. Why? Because everybody's sick of your crap. And you know what? I'm sure that they're probably tired of having to do paperwork on you. So at this point, right, because every time I call in because they've committed another crime, they have to do paperwork on it. I have to report it if it's an issue, but they have to do paperwork on it. Eventually, authorities get sick of having to do paperwork on criminals and they just go collect them instead. Thank you. While criminals think they're getting away with it, the authorities just were collecting a paper trail pattern, enough documented evidence to hold them accountable. They weren't getting away with shit. Well, that's so funny. Fake witches, yeah, we know. Plotting and scheming is part of their hobby and lifestyle because they don't have anything better to do. You're popping off and they're trying to get up in it. Also, thank you for blocking that, any attempt at the clout chasing. See, this is the thing. Many times I could drop names, I don't, because I don't let people chase clout off of mine. So if I do have to mention your name in a negative light because of some atrocity that you're committing, at that point, baby, that means you've crossed the line so far and you've committed such a heinous act, you don't want your name tied to it because it's that bad. If I have to drop your name, it means you really, really fucked up and there's no coming back from that. Karmic says, yes, there is. No, she wishes there is. Crazy, but there's not. And that thought manipulation, that's your delusion. Shut up. See? This just flew out. Told you no. Absolutely not. Hater looking to pick a fight with you. Absolutely not. What fight? Yeah, see? Told you. You tried to avoid drama, but they're pushing it. Stand up for yourself when you need to. And that's what I'm doing. Standing up for myself and others. Yep, see? God says, no, leave her alone. Leave them alone. Your high energy pisses them off, but God has blocked them, blocked it for your protection. They got scammed trying to do spiritual work on you. Stop playing games. Karmic says no, and that's why you will keep being bitch slapped by the divine. Straight spanked. Bend over and touch your toes, kitty. I heard that. Walloped by the divine. That's a good word. Walloped. Let's look at that. No, not scalloped, walloped. To wallop something or someone is to strike or hit someone very hard. It can also mean to defeat someone decisively, very intellectually, with a clear-cut energy, particularly in a contest or a game. And it's not a contest or a game. There was no competition. It wasn't a game. It was our real lives. And they fucked up because they tried to play games with our lives. And that was a no. I don't know. I don't, is that who you're talking about? The same spoons? Because I just heard a second ago something about not letting somebody back in. Don't let somebody back in. And I don't know if it's... Oh, Jason. Okay, good. Something about don't let somebody back in. I thought that maybe they were talking about the spoons, but maybe it's the other one. I feel like you'll know. But I'm letting you know. Just if you get a vibe about somebody, something about don't let somebody back. It's Mercury retrograde shifting through within the next couple of weeks. Although this has been an intense one because I've felt it coming weeks early. So, oh, is it? Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I thought that that's what it was. I thought they were talking about him. Something about he doesn't deserve you, and also something about playing games. Like, I hear not good for you. And I kind of got that vibe when you sent that song a while back. There's just, I hear old cycle. You don't want to be on an old timeline. It's not a match for you anymore. Something about that. Haters will try to convince you just to give up. If you want me to pull a couple cards on that, I will happily do so. Don't worry about it if you don't, but I know this is a kind of big topic. Spending their money on spell work that never works. Yeah, they low-key want to be you. I just got a flash of Mary. You'll witness their karma. Others are noticing their bullshit lies. They're telling people you're fake, but others are noticing their bullshit lies. And they're doing this, trying to tell other people you're fake because they feel your come up. They want in on it, but they want to block you from having it at the same time, or they want to take it for themselves. Others are noticing their bullshit lies. I heard, leave that girl alone. Yeah, people are telling them they need to stop. Or they will be. I just split the deck. It's narcissism or borderline personality or something. Is it a yes? You want me to pull a couple cards? I don't want to do it without your permission. Gotcha. Yeah, that's not very nice. Isn't that funny? You know why? Probably because you're the reason that he was able to build on levels. Keep reminding them of how fantastic you are. Exactly. They low-key feed off your confidence. To answer your question, that's why. They envy your skills and talents, right? Gee, I wonder why. Well, because he made money off you, girl. It was your creativity. But you got help. This could be me also even here. White magic. Yeah, exactly. They're jealous and trying to put themselves in competition with you. But let me just double check on this other... Let's try this energy. The love. Can you tell me about this? Yeah. See, the lady came out first. But there are clouds behind it. There's some information, something that you don't know. Either like you don't know that he's not a good match now, or something you don't know about him that if you did, you would change your opinion of him. Because the Tower also came out. Whoa, oh my goodness gracious. I knew what I was picking up. The Tower also came out, and then, oh my gosh, the Scythe. So you are the lady. The clouds represent confusion. In this case, with the Tower, means these situations are crumbling or needing to fall away. Is it? And then the Scythe. So Scythe indicates disappointment when it's near the coffin, but baby, the coffin came out behind it. So like all the ending cards have come out. And then the lightning strike. disagreeable, discordance. So there's fighting, there's a need to cut things off, there's falling apart, there's confusion, there's an ending, a deadened cycle for the lady. But the lady is not a bad card. It's just that this situation is holding you back, or you need to close it out. I'm seeing something about like, it's like a bow and arrow. Oh, well, that's the Mercury retrograde energy too. This is a situation that's been holding you back, right? You know how when you pull an arrow, you pull it back and you just wait to get, you aim properly, and then you wait to let the knock go. It's called a knock, that little end piece that clips into the bow. This is, he's like tying, this situation is tying your bow to the arrow. It's like the knock is stuck. You want to release it. You're trying to release it. You want to move forward. It's like you see where you want to go, or a level of a target, but something's holding you back, or you can't let it go. These are actually Lenormand cards, and I love the Lenormand. But yes, the Lenormand is based off of playing cards initially. They're based on Madame Lenormand, who actually read for Empress Josephine, wouldn't you know? Yeah, this is a fighting situation. What came up behind that also was like broken, it's bad luck. And suspicion on these situations. Something is not a stable situation. But I feel like this bad luck energy is either what's been happening, it was like a karmic cycle. It's been either holding you back, or if you go into this situation, it will create bad luck. It's about seeing things clearly now, or seeing things in retrospect later. But if you can already learn the lesson, or you see the lesson now, you don't have to go through the bunch of crap in order to see it later. Foresight versus hindsight, that's all. So it's a choosing of the timeline. You know what, I was watching one of my little documentaries or something last night, and the topic of Shasta came up also. I heard it. It was just one little quick reference. It was like the name of something, and I realized they were referencing the location, and I thought of you. Speaking of, look at the mountains. Yeah. Huh. Bouquet of flowers. Long and happy life. Honor, fame. So it's just about clearing the cycle out. You've been trekking through the mountains. I hear also the jungle, but I hear the light at the end of the tunnel. This can end if you wanted to. This part of it. Yeah, look. And then, see, look. Look, this is just not the person for you. Because you do have opportunities on the outside of this situation. It's just like choosing what's for you, or being open to what's for you instead of choosing what's not. Flattery. Right? Avoid the personal injury by dealing with these stressful people and situations. And so reasons to be loved, complimented. Something to do with change of residence for the better. Something about stable home and family life. Money, having enough money, abundance. Steady relationship, or even marriage potentially. But not if you choose a situation that the universe just screamed was dead or should be deadened. I hear old news, right? Because there is victory, honor, recognition of hard work, sure sign of business success. Like something about this, you realize where you were taken advantage of. You realize, that you want to shift out of this, that there are ways to. So it's about focusing on that, more about dwelling in the past, more than dwelling in the past. So letting go of that old cycle. I see a tree had fallen in the middle of the road. It's like a choice to turn back, or are you going to go around the tree, or are you going to find a way to go over the tree? Don't go back just because there's a tree, the mountain. It's like a choice to turn back, or are you going to find a way to go around the tree, or are you going to find a way to go over the tree? Don't go back just because there's a tree, the mountain. It's like a choice to turn back, or are you going to find a way to go over the tree? The book references discovery of a mystery affecting person, somebody for the better. So it's like when you let go of the situation, all of a sudden the person who is meant for you comes through. Or the situation that is meant for you, the opportunities open up. But it's a choice. Oh, okay, the tree in the path, it's like a fork in the road. If there's a, let's say you're at a split in the road, because now I'm seeing it. There's a split in the road and you're coming up on this road and you see the fork. Well, this one has a tree blocking its path. So if that's the case and you know where that road goes, let's say that's the X or whatever the case may be, don't try to climb that tree. Go towards the open path, go with the clear path, especially since it's got rainbow and sunshines and butterflies and all the divine synchronicities, feathers, pennies on the ground, like a yellow brick road. It's blessings and signs from the divine, screaming, look, that you should take this voyage instead of the red flags towards the other ones. There's something about somebody being disloyal. If you go back to this past energy, it will be a toxic, it will not be a good cycle. And I'm hearing something about not being the same people. Like, sometimes this happens, babe, and I've felt it before and I've experienced it before. Like, I actually had somebody from my college era try to pop up recently, and, well, we just don't vibe anymore. You know, we have all these really good, fond memories, like, good memories from like early 20s, late teens, etc. And you serotonin and dopamine and had adventures and whatever with these people. And so we you know how trauma, like, the body doesn't know time, it just knows pain. So if you get a flashback of something that happened 30 years ago, you can have a panic attack like it happened 5 minutes ago, if it's not regulated, right? Okay, and so the same kind of a thing happens sometimes with people. We have all these beautiful memories or fond memories of them or with them, and then life happens, they change, and then we hold the core memories of who they were as people in our minds and in our hearts, and then they're not the same people anymore. Maybe they went down a dark path, maybe they got real toxic, or whatever the case may be. And so we go into it thinking like, oh, this will be I love this person, but maybe they do things now that they weren't before. Like, for example, somebody that I dealt with, very childhood, fresh, innocent, youthful love, very unconditional, non-judgmental, pure love. But then this person went down a really dark path, got into all kinds of things, drugs, sex, polygamous cults, and black magic, and chose to be a criminal. 7922. And so this person that I loved since I was 18 turned out to be one of my biggest enemies, because they ganged up on me with people who were trying to kill me for clout and attention. He's not the person that he was. You can't, you can hold love and space in your heart for who they were, but you have to acknowledge that that's no longer who they are. That's all. Because the anchor's here. This was in reverse, though, because this is a situation that has been or will tie you in a negative way to somewhere you do not want to be, instead of letting you fly free, which is what love really does. Real love does not hold you back. Yeah, see, we ripped the mask off of the snakes, though. Look, the fox. They thought that they were cunning. And I do feel like that. Be mindful of acquaintances who are seeking to betray you, distant, right? And at that point, that's who they are. like we don't know each other anymore really. So many years and time it's passed. They're different now. It is kind of an acquaintance, even if there was a connection before. And so, you know, if you were to have to get to know this person again, I hear you'd be disappointed. Or less than thrilled. Pretending to be an alchemist. Yeah. And honestly, that song seemed like a hoovering tactic, a love bombing tactic. I got funny. I tried to be open. I wasn't going to sit there and judge. My heart, I feel that tension in my heart. 8122. But I got vibes about him a while ago. And they're worse now. I don't know what he got into in the last year, but call upon source in reverse. Well, that would be a good indicator. Something not great. Yeah. It's an earth sign also just came out. And then release. They didn't want you to let go. Earth sign in reverse didn't want you to let go. So dark earth side, or maybe somebody money motivated. If they were sending harm, it's backfiring. And in some cases, that's why they want to come back. Like when these people send negative energy at us and it backfires in their face, those are the same people who try to come crying to us and play the victim because they're having such a hard time. I'm like, come on. Yeah. Yeah, just so this energy around the board is stale, I would say, for you. And I think on levels, that's because I feel it. There's sad. It's a bit of sad. You may have to process this, and it's okay. It's okay to feel what you feel. This is me coming from a not emotionally attached place to this. But I felt that sadness in the heart, and it is. So if you need to feel it, then that's okay. But don't wallow in it. I see something about the sun shining, the sun rising. There are good things coming. Don't be stuck in the past. Don't mourn the past so long that you miss the present and the future. Yeah. There's some kind of love bombing. Not to say that you don't deserve somebody to write you a love song. I'm not saying that. Look. But very commonly, I'll just say this, love bombing is real. Walloped. Okay, so actinolite, which I found in my pocket this morning, is often associated with the heart and root chakras. Promotes emotional healing and protection and courage, helping release negative energy, encouraging grounding, and fostering a source of inner strength. Heart chakra based, compassion and forgiveness, protective shields around the aura, deflecting negative energies and psychic attacks. It's a grounding stone, promoting stability, connecting to the earth. Courage to face difficult situations and make decisions, helping overcome, didn't I say that? Helping to overcome hesitation. Okay, well, there's that. This can help release, the release card just came out, stagnant energy patterns and promote the flow of new energy and ideas. It's associated with enhancing vitality and maintaining a positive look. Oh, Reiki? Would we like some Reiki? Let's do some herbology and some Reiki. Yeah. That does sound hurtful. And why couldn't he have done it himself? If he really felt and meant those things, I think that's weird. 11:11 on the clock here on the East Coast. This is also a good focus crystal. Will help you focus on whatever it is that you're working on, or energetically even, to amplify it. I hear I Belong With You by Jacob Lee, or I Belong To You. I'm hearing something about something about not going back to the past for you. Or it's not, either it's a new person, or the person for you, even if it were like a past person, a reborn, it's not the person that you hold on. I hear it's not the people that you've been either like fixated on, or that that it could have been. I I don't believe that all musicians are bad. I just think that those ones weren't good for you. I think they took advantage of your youth and your light. The sun signifies happiness and popularity. Right? See, it was family, so-called family, that tried to cause you losses. That's really sad, dude. You know that. That's not new information. Anything else? What did I tell you? Don't give up. Just don't settle for toxicity anymore. That's all. Wow. Because you do have luck and love coming. And it's anchored in. You got it. I love you. If you need to cry, please let it go. Let it out. It's okay. Let it out. It can be years of pain trying to come out your eyeballs. And remember, tears are beautiful in their own right, like snowflakes. If you hold tears under a microscope, angry tears will have a different molecular structure, like a kaleidoscope. They look different under a microscope than sad tears or happy tears. They all are different. Yeah, that's gross. But you see, not surprising, because I've had crazy pants over there with 5.5 million followers doing the same thing to me. Losers! I'm sending lots of love and protection. But anyway, let's do some Reiki. You have love coming through. A gentleman. I heard that. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of me too. I'm so proud of you too. We are kick ass. Taking care of business. I heard it. So let us play a bit of music. I do have a few more songs. Let's do this one. Come through, Russ. I just split the deck and the earth sign energy just came out. So there's something about an earth sign. Declare that all the assholes be banned from our space respectively. Yeah. Bing. Right to the top with that one.
Yeah. You see the difference between me and whoever
Bye.
trying to do this shit too. I don't need to speak for you to hear me. Yeah.
The road with the self-belief has turned me into an addict.
Girls cheating, being hoes.
Has turned me into a savage.
Before I knew I was a product, I was still bringing havoc. And my music's full of movies.
All my shit's cinematic.
Sometimes I feel insane, sometimes my mind should be padded. I'm just fucking on my walls, but I still build a palace because there's more.
Gold in my mind and you can mind in the earth. Imagination flying free. My potential's my worth.
Searching, saying for the longest.
I'm gonna reach in a minute. Rich is just a state of mind. Believe me, I'm in it.
Vanilla range, peanut butter seeds with the windows tinted. That's the car I'm getting my system.
With those iTunes digits.
That watch says it's coming. That car says I did it. I'ma drop a classic debut.
I'm not finished.
I'm not fishing, but the money
Trying to grab my super soaker.
Bus is coming through now, truth coming out. What you gonna do now? Looking at the mirror like I do this for you now. Looking at my family and my fans and my crew now. Saying the same shit like I do this for you now. I do this for you now. Let me tell y'all something. Yeah. Now when you have everything, you don't need anything. But when you have everything,
They're down for anything.
see, there's a lot of people.
They just look at you as a come up.
So they mistreat you. They see the ornaments, they want to take yours to hang on their Christmas tree. I just believed you because I was raised with love. You thought I was the lick, but you ain't slick. See, people change with love. Try to take advantage because they view it as a weakness. Like I'ma do whatever I want.
But I peep, bitch, run and keep it moving with your basic ass. Might sign a motherfucking deal. Might buy some motherfucking wheels. If I offer you this lifeline, the motherfucking wheel. Fuck them. Okay, this deck just hit the floor. The family card just came out again. So did the shepherd card. This might be a divine masculine, also looking over nurturing divine feminine. Oh, what did I tell you about the fork in the road? I saw it. And the boat. Okay, the ship is about moving in new directions, possibly actual moving, like actual transitions, like moving new locations. But this is about moving in a situation, right? Journeying away from a situation. It's like the six of swords in the boat, right? Divine feminine, children being carried away in the boat, usually by a man steering it. And also the ship symbolizes abundance. Yep, see, this will be to replace, be mindful of the company you keep, but this will be to replace what was lost also, but riches are here and some cheerful, joyous energy. Wow. Cheerful and gaiety. A long journey, right? These people wanted to take what wasn't theirs, but we get to move on now. 9322. Wow. I put these cards all in the deck, and the bottom of the deck, this is just such an old box. The bottom of the deck fell out. Somebody said, how long have you had this? This was one of the first ones that I picked up, actually. So definitely at least 10 years. About. She's seasoned. I love my cards. I hope that helped. Definitely still want to clear the space and the energy. And a few more songs. Speaking of, I heard this, and I also feel like this may apply to your situation. Always boating. Oh, that makes sense. I don't know enough about the place for that to make sense, but now I can.
I've been around the world, 7 wonders, 7 seas. But when all is said and done, you're the only thing I see, my love. So tell me what you're looking for. You're written in the stories, a living masterpiece. So when all is said and done, why you standing next to me, my love? So tell me what you're looking for. And you said, I don't need a symphony.
Wow.
I just want your voice and a melody. I don't need your diamond.
Okay. Decide your path. So you are. That's what we've been working on here. Look at it, matches my nails almost. and accept imperfections, right? Maybe we made choices in tolerating people we shouldn't have, or maybe there's something about yourself and insecurity. I feel something about, I heard something about somebody worrying if the best years were behind them. They're not. I just heard, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself, and don't think like that, please. 1111. Also, there are regenerative purposes and properties. I hear you can make more of a comeback than you think you can. Don't let where you are now dictate where you're headed. Also, I feel that if you need to cry, that's okay. Let it go. It's trying to leave so that you can fill that space with light and love instead. The wound is where the light enters. It's okay. And also, that's heavy. That's a heavy thought and feeling. Imagine how much greater that will feel when you don't have to carry that around anymore. It's okay. Decide your path and accept imperfections. I'm going to pop this in my water. I need to get another thing of water too, actually. We'll do a bit of Reiki.
I just want your love, stop selling me what you're looking for. And you said, I don't need a symphony. I just want your voice and a melody. I don't need your diamond rings. I just want your love, stop selling me. I don't need to win that, something to wins. I just wanna know when you're landing. You don't need to be the king, 'cause I just want the last man standing.
Meaning the one who shows up at all, let alone when it counts. The one who doesn't just dip out and leave. The one who's consistent, the one who's honest, the one who's loyal, the one who's stable, the one who is a vibrational match. The one who is God contracted. I heard stability to each other. They bring stability to each other. They seek stability for themselves. They bring stability to each other.
Been around the world, lived 100 fantasies, but when all is said and done, you're the only one I need, my love. Just tell me what you're looking for, 'cause you don't gotta fight so hard. Darling, this is love, not war. All I want is who you are. That's what I've been looking for. I don't need a symphony. I just want your voice and a melody. I don't need your diamond rings.
I just want your love, stop selling me.
I don't even win that.
I'm beneath the wings. I just wanna know when you're landing.
You don't need to be the king, 'cause I just want the last man standing. And you said,
Ooh, he's good chill.
and you said, I just want the last man standing. Oh, how you symphony. I just want your voice and melody. And I don't need your diamond rings. I just want your love, stop selling me. I don't need to win that, something to wins. I just wanna know when you're landing. You don't need to be the king, 'cause I just want the last man standing.
Heard that. That was pretty. Who was that? That was Livingston. Livingston, the last man standing. Oh. Oh. Guess what just hit my autoplay? There's abundance And love, romance, and relationship Reiki coming through. That's new. There are unions coming through. I have faith, though. That was one of the first cards that came out this morning. Have faith. You're welcome. I heard that. Day after day, we'll make a Monday a masterpiece. Oh my love. Take one look at you, you're taking me out of the ordinary. I did look up that lake too. It does look beautiful. Very desert-like. It still looks like a desert to me, based on what I'm used to seeing here. Very mountainous. But pretty, like an oasis in the desert. You're right. I can also imagine that people in such a hot place would absolutely flock to the waterline. Yep. The angels up in the clouds, just so we fly. Hopeless, hallelujah. Hope is side of heaven's gate. All my life I knew you. Breathe in, take my breath away. I try not to pray, you smoke on the clay. Oh, mama's taking me out of the ordinary. To a dead end. The angels up in the clouds, just so we found. The ordinary. You got me asking the clouds in a sanctuary. The angels up in the clouds, just so we found. Higher than the stars, me on my mind. I saw your light, die to find the ordinary. To a dead and buried on the edge of your night, staying drunk on your vibe. The angels up in the clouds, share the sun we found, something so loud and the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground, I'll say you try me when you're done. Won't tell me that time. The angels up in the clouds, share the sun we found. He wrote that for his wife, speaking of all the love. There is elemental Reiki and elevation Reiki coming through as well. Hold on, I have to back search this. I heard this morning. I don't know what this is from. In clearing your name, you have ruined our lives. What is this? Hamilton. Burn. Okay. So it's a musical. And this was a karmic energy that was coming through. No. No. No, it seemed like it was intended to be, but I got vibes, weird vibes from it. And so this song seems to be called Burn by Philippa Sue. It's from the musical Hamilton. And in this particular reference, the only line that I was getting and getting on a download from this was, in clearing your name, you have ruined our lives. And this was a Jezebel karmic copycat female referencing this at me. She feels like, in clearing my name to show that I am the originator and she stole and copied my work, and that I am who I claim to be, and she was trying to lie and defame my character. I know I'm not the only person who will resonate with this, so I'm sharing it, but I did pick up a specific target at me. She feels like me telling the truth about how she copied, me showing that I was the originator, me just being myself, and basically I outshine her just by existing. By being my natural self, I outshine her. If you have to throw mud at people to try to make them look dimmer or to try to make yourself look brighter in comparison, then you're a low vibrational, dim-witted piece of shit. That's all. A bottom feeder. Wouldn't use you as a doormat. And so, based on that sentiment, they feel like, in clearing your name, you've ruined our lives. But that's the thing, is you shouldn't have been building your lives on the backs of other people. You shouldn't have been trying to build your lives based on stealing from other people or lying about other people or any of the combination of which, or anything else that you did, but that's what you did. And so when that carpet is pulled out from under your feet because you were not supposed to use the clothing or the backs of other people as a stepping stone, well, baby, that was on you. It was inevitable. It was always going to come down to that, but you thought you'd get away with it. What? Placo. Is that it's... You're so funny. That's its scientific name. A sucker mouth catfish. Yeah. Scumsucker. Scummy bummy bottom feeders. That's what my mom would call them. You know what she would also say? You can't rationalize with irrational people. Oh, darn it, she's right about that. So there's that. I heard that. Did she say that? Yes, both. In fact, about the ex who's been holding my child hostage. I heard that. How old were you? 20 years old. She said it when I was pregnant, so I was 20, because I didn't have my daughter until I was... I turned 21. No, I must have been 21. Yeah, I was 21. 20 or 21. She said it when I was pregnant, and I remember being 21, like having my 21st birthday while I was pregnant, which wasn't a big deal. I'm not a drinker anyway. And so if I wasn't 21, then I was 20. All right, so that was a while ago. How old are you? 33. Yeah, that was a few years ago. Speaking of the Lenormand today, 109.22. That's so funny. You're clever, girl. See? Skilled. Be who you are. All right. In clearing your name, you have ruined our lives. Oh, wham. All right, something about heaven forbid, part of some scheme or something. Hold on. Is this one? There it is. Heaven forbid someone whisper. He's part of some scheme. Your enemy whispers, so you have to scream. Okay. And so there's a reference of these, that's what these people are being seen as. They're all part of some scheme. They all wanted to try to steal or swap or gang up or whatever, you know the drill. The narcissistic rundown. You told the whole world, in clearing your name, you've ruined our lives. You didn't have to be grimy at all, let alone to think you'd get away with it. And I wouldn't have had to, well, tell the truth to clear the damage you were doing. If you don't lie about me, I won't have to tell the truth about you. How about that? How do you like them apples? I heard that Carmen says, I don't. Too bad. Today we're baking apple pie, bitch. Divine Masculine's laughing. Are those salty karmics? Don't worry, I'll make some caramel sauce with it. Salted caramel. I heard, I thought you were making pie. One of my best recipes, in fact, is a salted caramel, sea salted caramel apple pie. Bye.
From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine.
From the moment I saw your content, SeraFae, I wanted that name. I thought it was mine. I said it was mine. Bitch, not according to the law. Toodles. Timeline. Humans are jealous and they don't realize it's because they're ugly inside. You will forever have this because of your beauty and talent. My grandma said this when I was 10 years old. I'm passing it to you. Thank you. Let them is the best saying ever. Oh, I just got chills. Oh, girl, that's beautiful. Thank you. Oh, it might make me cry. Ooh, grandma. I love grandmas. Right. They will do what it takes to survive, even at the expense of stealing from and trying to undercut and cut the throats of other people. No, you will not, pirates. You will be held accountable. What is that called? I'll hold you in the brig. Yeah. See, pirates go to jail. Okay, this isn't, you're not Johnny Depp. This is not Pirates of the Caribbean. Although I know you stole the Calypso character from that too. Crazy. I heard that. No, she did not. Yeah, a pirate named Calypso. Did a whole series about it. Yep. I heard that's not even original. Baby, I know. I'm not the only one she copied. Just the most recent, apparently. To survive. You and your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me. Right, the slander. Hello, bye. But they get mad when I strip them bare with the truth. Drag them to filth and then wash them with the truth. Like holy water. I'm searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign. And when you were mine, searching for some kind of sign. We're happy. As if they have some kind of divine connect or could or would. Mm-mm. Yeah. I heard this karmic female say, God doesn't like me. No, I wonder why. You're a demon. You like to dress up as a demon and strap horns to your head. You like to behave demonically. You like to bully and abuse little animals, little kittens. And then you think it's funny. You're disgusting. You nasty old wench. Haggard. Hag.
Published the letters she wrote to you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl.
You published the letters. Yeah, see, I didn't keep their slander quiet either. Some of them tried to harass me quietly from other accounts or private messages or even in the mailbox. Some of them thinking I wouldn't expose them. I'd be so embarrassed by what they said that I would keep it quiet and just be quiet about the abuse. No. Of course it is embarrassing what you said, but it's embarrassing for you. Why would I keep that quiet? No, I'm going to put that on blast. Toodles, hello, extra, extra. Got copies for you. Read all about it. I'll tell you myself.
To our bed and clearing your
Hot off the spiritual press. Divinely.
name. You have ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said
Do you know that I am jealous, they said. Yeah, I heard that.
when she read what you'd done? She said, you've married an Icarus. He's flown too close to the sun. And your words obsessed with your legacy.
See? They flew too close to the sun, tried to play angel, combating a real angel, and then, well, fell drowned in the sea or burned themselves up. Right? Sat there and tried to steal someone else's story and legacy at all, let alone for profit, and then wondered why they crumbled under the weight of a responsibility and a crown that they were never equipped to hold and shouldn't have been trying to cosplay.
Your sentences border on senseless, and you are paranoid in every paragraph.
You're paranoid, and they're paranoid. They are. Now they're spooked. Spooked because I'm a spooky bitch. Deceive you. You see how angry she sounds? Oh, they're mad. Big mad.
I'm erasing myself from the narrative.
Ooh. Now they're trying to pretend like everything didn't happen the way that it did, or they're realizing they should be backpedaling, or more specifically, they should just be running back home, hiding in their closet, staying off the internet, and leaving people the heck alone. That's exactly what they said to me. That's exactly what they said to us. But what they were doing was projecting. Now they're realizing they should have kept their mouths shut, or they're about to.
Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted when you broke her.
And then the future historians, right? This is not the kind of attention that they wanted. If it gets to the point where I have to bring out your name, it's because you've committed such crimes and been such an evil, ugly person that I don't have a choice but to whistleblow on it. And if I have to whistleblow on something, if it gets to that extreme, you do not want your name involved in it. I wouldn't want my name involved in that, but I wouldn't do those things, so my name would never be. And that's also a message for these copycats. They spend so much time trying to copy like the external appearance of things. I want to copy you. I want to be you. No, you don't. You don't want to do the right thing. You don't want to be good. You don't want to be responsible when it counts. You don't want to do anything that it takes to be me. You just want to dress up as me, cosplay as me. You don't. I think my life would be easier if I were you. I have more responsibilities and heavyweight than you. You can't even handle the bare minimum baby tasks that you have now, but you think you want the title of the crown. Honey, too big for your britches. Torn it all apart. I'm watching them burn. Turn me on. I'm a radio. Okay. Oh, I heard I heard play like a fiddle. God just played them like a fiddle. That's what they thought that they were doing to us. Joke's on them, huh? This is a love song between the lovers. There's a Dyson vacuum on the commercial. Hoovering. We did talk about that.
A reserve card.
Oh. Okay. There was also a reference of it, the song No Limits. Give me that black card, no limits. Also, there's a reference of like being in the Mile High Club, I think, in that one. Fucking on an airplane.
If I could be honest, here in this moment, I've been so
I heard that.
nervous to stand here with you. They're all here for us.
To be very clear, it's like a husband and wife. I don't know if they're on vacation and they've like either a private spot or a private jet, or some of the times they have those little bed things. I don't know, man. I don't know. I know this because Mr. Meeker, when he was alive, mind you, he died in 2016, but when he was alive, he used to play that song for me, and he would talk about that. He was manifesting that. Okay, the universe is guiding you away from these toxic energies, and everything they sent has backfired.
Yes, they can hear us, but they don't understand. I've settled.
Yep, flex on that hoe, and then clarity will become obvious to the eyes. We are. Manifest good karma, dharma. Your eyes are a reflection of your spirit. There it is again. Your ancestors are assisting. Forgive, but don't forget. They tried to block your progress, but don't let them, right? Keep it pushing. Don't eye yourself, meaning whatever they were trying to do to create distractions, push through it and get your stuff done instead. Also, speaking of that card just came out, but in the, split the deck again, blessed, in the description or in the recommended, there's a video that says your guides are not playing when it comes to you. And so that was double confirmation on that.
My files behind the curtain. I know they see us, but they don't stand a chance. I have kissed those lips 1,000 times before this. Tomorrow I'll open my eyes and I will whisper to my wife, I belong to you. And I will wait to hear you say, as the tears fall down your face, I belong to you. If I could be honest, here at the
Here at the altar.
I refuse to grow older unless it's with you. I fell in love,
And I
made you a promise, though I'd never noticed
how much
that you meant to you.
Okay. Then there was this one. There's a karmic who's trying to laugh and play the tough guy, but really they're scared, you know? Really they're scared.
Come on, tap. You look good.
Let me. Right? You said let them. Let them. Well, Divine Masculine says let me.
I'm telling you that I'm him, but it goes in one ear out the other. Your accident number on you made it harder, you made it tougher. You telling me gifts and trips doesn't prove that I'm the man he wasn't. But in case you change your mind, I just bought you a flight and a Fendi bucket. Things that he didn't do, I'ma do for you. That's what I call upgrade. Quality time's important. I'm turning my phone on Saturday, Sunday. Getting bread. I know he fucked you up in the head. I got first class seats to Greece. You can go to sleep. They turn into beds. Wake up in Santorini. Whatever you wish, let me be your genie. You look good in a black bikini. White boy eyeballs, Scalabrini. Knows how you can't be sure to trust me or not. It takes some courage. The ex made you insecure. So I'm giving you constant reassurance. I'm telling you. Love language, affirmations. I'm him, but it goes in one ear out the other. Your accident number on you made it harder. He made it tougher. You telling me I also hear daily conversations. There needs to not be a day that passes that they don't communicate. This is a love connection. He, Divine Masculine, says, I don't want to. You're my best friend. She's my best friend. You're my best friend. I'm the man who wasn't. But in case you change your mind, it's about you a flight in a Fendi bucket. You never got credit for anything. He never noticed the things that you do. Yeah. He says, I just want to spend my life with you and share everything with you and have adventures with you and wake up with you and do the basics. Like even just like cleaning the kitchen together. Like he's imagining all of this. Both very well, maybe. He says even just like the basic monotonous things in life, like going to do errands and stuff, like I'd rather go with you. I'd rather, if you've got stuff to do, I'll go with you. We'll just spend time together. And you know, if the kitchen needs to be clean, like let's do it together. Put on some music. You know, this is really, I see it. They're cleaning and they're being productive, but sometimes they break and they're like giggling. Sometimes they stop and they hug each other in the middle, in the middle of it. It's really cute. Multitasking. And I see this conversation, this divine masculine and feminine. It's like he wraps his arms around her and they pause in the middle of their cleaning and start discussing like what they were going to do or make for dinner or something. And like he kisses her on the forehead, also the lips. Very cute. Very cute. But multitasking. And they pause. They just like to share space. He's showing me something about sleeping. He wants to sleep next to. He says he sleeps better when she's next to him. He says tucked underneath his arm. He says, I'd rather have you up under there than a pillow. Yeah. He says, I need my rib. Come keep my heart safe. I'll keep you warm. Oh. Basically saying, I love you, don't hurt me. Oh, this masculine saying, I know you won't. Yeah, that's where you belong. My rib. Yeah, tucked up underneath my arm, but also I'm under my wing. I keep you warm and safe. And you keep my heart feeling whole. Pretty much is what he's saying. To be clear, this is also emphasis on like self-work. Both have been doing self-work and self-improvement, but he says, I manifested you. Yeah, yes, he did. They both manifested each other, I would say, but also, yeah. He says, so I need to love and respect you. God answered my prayer and I'm never going to forget that. Heard that. You might make me cry with this one. Ooh, get me in the feels, DM. He says kingdom spouse. Yep. Whew. Into a brick wall. No, it's not your fault, it's his fault. I can't get pissed off when you have a poker face. Gotta let the chips fall. I'm holding, baby. Wide, oh, and I got my arms wide open, baby. The hugs, got it. I'm telling you that I'm him, but it goes in one ear out the other. Right, so don't shut out a real good, loving, divine connection just because somebody who wasn't that for you mistreated you in the past. Don't dismiss love just because somebody who wasn't loving hurt you before. Those are not the same things. And to hear divine masculine say, let me love you. He says, don't push me away. Please don't push me away. Sorry, that was a bit loud. He says, I'm not going to stop. You know, I know why you're doing it, but it hurts his heart.
1:30, 22. He says when he realizes if or when she's doing that, it's not him. He knows she's been hurt, and he says at that point he recognizes that that's when he feels like she needs his love even more. It's like when she's shutting down. You're gonna make me cry. I feel that. He's saying something about pouring more love into her to keep her from shutting down. Right. He says, well, if she's shutting down to guard her heart from being hurt, then if I give her more love, then it should open her up more, right? That's good logic. Seems to be working. The tears coming out of my eyeballs are from a heart chakra activation. Ooh. This is Holy Water by J.P. Cooper. We're give or take a few words on those channels, by the way. Wash my hands in the holy water.
Sometimes I'm my own worst enemy. Two hands stretching out in front of me. I'm walking the one less heaven and
It's heart chakra too.
sometimes
I cry over weddings and babies being born.
about honesty. Sometimes I forget about modesty. Days turn into months. I can't
I love you.
But I'm grateful today for my dad who showed me the way. So I was hands in the holy water, just like my
Father did on Sunday morning.
starting again. Far too many times I ignored the
Warning.
that sometimes falling is the sweetest feeling. I did it again, did it again.
In the holy water.
One step at a time, I go steadily.
J.P. Cooper, her
Club is no remedy.
holy water.
Step on the sand, Lord, carry me now. Some days I've been searching in the bottle, and some nights I've been sinking to the bottom, and some nights I've been thinking I'll never come down. So I was hands in the holy water, just like my
Father on a Sunday morning.
starting again. Far too many times I ignored the
Warning.
that sometimes falling is the sweetest feeling. I did it again.
Did it again. All right, holy water, J.P. Cooper. Then Turn Me On a Radio, John Mitchell. Oh, Joni, not John.
Driving into town with a dark cloud of
Oh,
dialing the number who's bound to love you. Oh, honey,
really?
you turn me on. I'm a radio. I'm a country station. I'm a little bit corny. I'm a wildflower.
Oh, wildflower. I like this.
Broadcasting tower waiting for you. I'm sending out this signal here. Hope you can pick it up loud and clear. I know you don't like weak women, you get bored so quick. And you don't like strong women 'cause they're hip to your tricks. It's been
You don't, what did he say? Did she just say you don't like weed? You don't like strong women because they're hip to your tricks. Yeah, girl.
And you don't like strong women 'cause they're hip to your tricks. It's been good. This signal here. Hope you can pick it up loud and clear. I know you don't like weak women. You get bored so quick.
Oh,
And you don't like strong
you don't like weak women, got it.
women 'cause they're hip to your tricks. It's been dirty for dirty. Down the line with you. Come when you whistle and you're loving them kind. If you've
I got both.
too many doubts, no good reception for me, then tune me out. 'Cause honey, who needs the static? Hurts the head, and you wind up cracking, and the day goes dismal from breakfast party to the side of bread. What a sorry face you get to wear. I'm gonna tell you again now if you're still listening there. If you're driving into town and don't let it love you, that in the number who's bound to love you.
Very pretty. Soft. Definitely sounds 70s. I've been hearing this one for a few days. I'm hot. Hold on, let me take this hoodie off. Yeah, I'll definitely keep it in mind. Oh, Batman signal. Singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel it's real. Wanna smoke with me?
When I was 6 years old, I broke my leg. And I was running from my brother and his friends. And tasted the sweet perfume of the mountain grass I rolled down. I was younger then. Take me back to when I found my heart and broke it here. Friends are lost through the years. And I've not seen the boring fields in so long. I know I've grown. I can't wait to go home, and I'm on my way. Driving like 90 down old country lane. Singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel it's true. And we watch the sunset over the castle on the hill.
Aww.
15 years old,
Aw.
smoking and rolled
You're very welcome.
cigarettes.
Thank you. All right, that one as well. And then this one. This is the one I woke up hearing clairaudiently. I'm going to recap it. Oh, there's an airplane, first of all. It's the first thing that you see on the screen. Airplane in an airport, I think. Travels between the masculine and the feminine. Oh, they're together. They're traveling together.
You were looking at me like you wanted to stay. When I saw you yesterday, I'm not wasting your time, I'm not playing no games.
I see you. Grand Prix?
Those are secrets of
Oh.
we don't really need to know. 'Cause you're here with me now, I don't want you to go.
Very pretty.
You're here with me now, I don't want you to go. Maybe we're perfect
Strangers, maybe we'll
Maybe the light won't change us.
maybe we'll stay together.
Maybe we'll walk away.
Yeah, maybe we'll realize we're only human. Maybe we don't need a reason. Baby, we don't need no reason why. Come on, come on, come over. Oh, wow. Come on, come on, come over.
No one but you got me feeling this way. There's so much we can't explain. Maybe we're helping each other escape.
And I'm with you.
Who knows the secret tomorrow will hold? We don't really
Need to know.
Cause you're here with me now, I don't want you to go.
You're here with me now, I don't want you to go.
Maybe we're perfect strangers. Maybe it's not forever. Maybe the love will change us.
Maybe we'll stay together. Maybe we'll walk away. Maybe we'll realize.
We're only human.
Maybe we don't need a reason.
Maybe we're perfect strangers.
Divine Masculine says, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. They're not the ones who put you in my heart. They're not the ones who put it in my heart to love and nurture and protect you. That was God. Give or take a few words. But
And less than.
mostly give. She's talking about marrying her husband in 24 hours.
The person that I've been walking heartache. I've made a mess of me. The person that I've been lately ain't who I wanna be, but you stay here right beside me. Watch as the storm blows through.
And I need you. God gave me you for the ups and downs. God gave me you for the days I'm down. I lost my way. You left to say it's true. God gave me you. Divine conspiracy. It's more here than what we're seeing. Divine conspiracy. You and angel lovely somehow fall for me. Always be love's great border. I'm not singing because Divine Masculine just got me in my feels. Just when I think that I lost my way, you left to say it's true. God gave me you. Okay. There is, I hear divine draw Reiki. This will help draw in these divine connections, as well as discernment Reiki, and there's cord cutting Reiki coming through too. This will also, of course, help cauterize and suture and stitch any wounds. You know how if you clip a baby's umbilical cord, then you have to tie it off and make sure keep it clean and dry and what have you so that it heals. Well, this is like that, so that no new cords connect, nothing, there are no problems. It's just closing that up. Okay, this one also I heard last night. It's called Never Stop, but another name for the song is The Wedding, or this particular one is the wedding version, Never Stop by Safety Suit. And so there's a reference of love and marriage for sure, possibly babies.
This is my love song to you. Let every woman know I'm yours, so you can fall asleep each night, babe. No, I'm dreaming of you more. You're always hoping that we make it. You always wanna keep my gaze, but you're the only one I see, love. And that's the one thing that won't change. I will never stop trying. I will never stop watching as you leave. I will never stop losing my breath every time I see you looking back at me. And I will never stop holding your hand. I will never stop opening your door. I will never stop choosing you, babe. I will never get used to you. And with this love song to you, it's not a momentary phase. You are my life, I don't deserve you, but you love me just the same. And as the mirror says we're older, I wanna look the other way. You are my life, my love, my only, and that's the one thing that won't change. I will never stop trying.
Somebody said they don't really like the song. Well, it's not about the song. It's about the lyrics. It's the message.
I will never stop watching as you leave. I will never stop losing my breath every time I see you looking back at me. And I will never stop holding your hand. I will never stop opening your door. I will never stop choosing you, babe. I will never get used to you. Still get my heart racing. You still get my heart racing for you. Still get my heart racing. You still get my heart racing for you. I will never stop trying. I will never stop watching as you leave. I will never stop losing my breath every time I see you looking back at me. And I will never stop holding your hand. I will never stop opening your door. I will never stop choosing you, babe. I will never get used to you.
Sending lots of healing and love. There's grief Reiki coming through as well. Speaking of, there's a line in this about Divine Masculine saying, he's talking about eventually people writing headstones for Divine Feminine and him. In a couple of years, they'll write our stones. And he's talking about what their headstones say. And he says that his is going to say, "Here lies a lucky man who was losing all hope." And then on Divine Feminines, "And here lies a beautiful..." Ooh, you might make me cry with that one. "Here lies a beautiful soul who never let go," or who never let him go. Avalanche, James Arthur. Also, I got a download about this when I picked up something about skiing or like snow yesterday too. Vacation. I'm alive. This could be it for all we know. I'm a mess. Don't know what I would do without you. I could cry, leading you down the same road. I just saw the sea curving. I saw the two monarchs dancing in the beginning of this reading outside. 1:51:22 on the clock. Getting ready to pack a bowl too. Feel free to join me. Under the sunlight with you, I'm alive with you. I feel the world goes down. But after all that I've been through, as long as I'm with you, nobody can hurt me now. It's been breaking me down to the core. You're saving me, setting me I'm alone. This life with you, I'm alive with you. Nobody can hurt me now. You and I, maybe we'll disappear like ghosts intertwined. In a couple of years of white or storm. Looking when it was no hope, realize in a beautiful soul, never letting go. I just never see the warning, only butterfly to the birds flying around my head again. Say we're running in a circle, all the stomach catching time to medicate me, trying to under the sunlight with you. Feel the world collapse and down. But after all I've been through, long as I'm with you, nobody can hurt me now. It's been breaking me down to the bone. You said to me, I'm not alone. It's alright with you, nobody can hurt us now. Sick of all the wasting time, sick of all the tears you cry. Cause of me, cause of us, ash to ash, dust to dust. We'll make it out. Only in our sleep. With you, avalanche with you. I feel the world collapsing down. Nobody can help me now. Down to the bone. I think I need to drop the mic right there. Hello, love. How are you? I do have a few more songs and things to share, but I do have to take care of a few things first, myself included. Been here for a few hours. So let's call that good for now. I am for the time being, but I'll be back at some point. I do have to go take care of myself now. Switch the laundry and a couple things, but it's very nice to see you. And I will catch you on the next one. I hope you have a good, what time is it? It's getting to be closer to evening now where you are, right? Hope you have a good afternoon and evening. And I'm sending love to everybody. 12:22 here on the clock on the East Coast. I think that's a good place to stop. See you next time. Do no harm, but take no crap. Love you. Blessings. Namaste.